right, Dirty South family, I'm about to take y'all on a plantation ride. And this place is famous. It's famous for being brutal. It's really infamous. It's a horrible, horrible place because I am taking you through the Butler plantation. I've never been down here. So you're gonna see what I see. But this place is so famous partly because of the people that ran this place, right? The Butler family. And it was a rice plantation. And it made these people some of the richest people in America. And the reason why it's famous, number one of them married an English actress. I can't remember her name right now, but she was from England. They would come down here in the winter and spend the winters here because the summers were too hot, because this place basically had malaria and all gators and all kind of negative stuff, right? That these slaves had to live through year round. But these slave owners would just hire overseers to watch the enslaved people. And the overseers here were brutal to these people, to the point where that British actress that was married to that butler, yeah, it made her an abolitionist. And she wrote a book. And that book basically talked about how bad the human beings that were enslaved here were treated by their overseers, right? So that book was basically responsible, they say, for Britain not joining the South or supporting the South during the Civil War period, right? So yeah, there's that. This place is also famous because the largest slave sale in American history in Savannah, yeah, it was the people from here, the Butler people. They call that slave sale the weeping time. Okay, this thing here burned down. I hope you can see it. It burned down not too long ago, but it was a structure that was a part of this plantation. I don't know exactly what it was, right? But the weeping time was where 440 something people were sold all at once. Families were split up, and they never saw each other again a lot of the times. But those enslaved people came from here, the Butler plantation, right? They had basically an area that they devoted to slaves who were considered quote unquote incorrigible, meaning that they didn't want to work for free anymore. So if the beatings didn't work, they would put these people in basically a timeout situation and starve them until they agreed to comply with the horrible nature of this thing, okay? So this is the little drive-through of the Butler plantation. Thank God that nature is retaking this land, right? It's reclaiming it. You'll see that, all this overgrowth. Yeah, God don't like ugly. But I'm going to show you some remnants of when this thing was an enslaved place. Right, that right there, you see that building is part of when I believe it was they made sugar here also, if I'm not mistaken. But I think that parts of these things was where they housed the grain before they sold it off to places like Britain and other European places. Again, these people made millions of dollars developing rice and indigo and cotton in these areas here. This is in Darien, Georgia, by the way. So I would love you to come and check it out. All right, Dirty South out.